Hi, welcome to Online Financial Literacy. My name is Sara Simpson. Today I just wanted to quickly walk you through what the site will look like when it's live. So the very first thing you open up to is the welcome page, which just shows basic information. Please ignore these off to the side. I'm still working on them. It'll have my brief bio, the course letter, the course objectives that you're supposed to be learning in this course, and then the course description. Aside from that, you will go through, as you can see, you can't see units 4, 5, and 6 or the final review because they are closed until the second half of the class. What you can see is units 1, 2, 3, and a required midterm review assignment worth 80 points. The course system is based on points, so it's important that you make sure that you do everything that's on there and they add up accordingly. The unit 1, when you click on it, it will have a drop down and it will show you 2 different sections. So most of these units have 2 sections. The first half of it is about economics, the second half insurance. This just shows you just basically what it is. Our unit is called Becoming a Critical Consumer. The due date for all work in Unit 1 is July 7th at the end of the night. So by midnight, it is all due. Some assignments you will be locked out of if you do not complete them by that time. Okay, so we're going to then click on the first half. These can be done in any order. You can do what you like first, but recommended is that once you get into it, that you go through the notes. Okay, so our learning target. Students will evaluate the different economies, around the world and the role consumers play in them. And then it shows you the list of the tasks that are due for that section. Every section will start off with notes. Just as if you're in class, it's all of the content. You may read through them, you may print them, you may take notes, you may do whatever you need to learn all the material, which is fair game for the midterm exam. The midterm is only on the first 3 units and the final is only on the last 3 units. So when you go through, just looking, we have the very first one, which is the economics notes review. So you're going to click on the notes, which I'm actually seeing that I don't have on there. You will see them in PDF and PowerPoint. You will click on them, read them, do what you need to, and then when you're ready, you will take this assessment. Every one of them has a password. It's not a secret password. It's just because it allows you to then see your work and answers when you're done, and it works around due dates for posting things. It's more of a courtesy for us than having anything for you. So they're very basic passwords. Some of them are the same. So the password is economics. When I'm ready, I'm going to click on it. It will tell you you have 1 term or multiple times. It is 12 points. I've already clicked on this, so if you don't finish it in one session, you can go back. So I never finished and submitted this, so I'm going to resume it. You can see some real life questions, and I would go through and I click on them. So it says blank is the problem of unlimited needs and wants with unlimited resources. So I will click my example. Scarcity is the first one. Limited resources, everybody wants things. You don't have to hit OK. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. Doorbell. Okay, back to what I was saying. You can click OK when you finish a question. You can click I'll come back later to remind you. There is no time limit on these. You have until you're finished. You may use the notes as you go through with it. So if you have access to a printer, I might print them in a nice little binder for yourself. The PowerPoint slides can be printed as 6 or 9 as a handout, so it's not a lot of paper. And as you go through and you finish all the questions, when you click the next one, they will then open up. Some of them are matching. It shows that you understand what you went through, and then you hit I've finished. Are you sure you want to submit it? Okay. When you are finished and your score, you then have the option in some of them, not all, some of them you have a second attempt. So if it says second attempt, you could then do it then. To see your scores, to see what you got right and wrong, obviously I just got a 0. But I would be able to go to click on first attempt. You can't see these are on my end. But I could click first attempt and put a password in to see what I got right and wrong to study for the midterm. Okay. The next type of thing is an assignment. This one has to do, you're going to, it says download the Made in America assignment. You will then save it to your own computer, type the question answers in, and then you will then go to be able to click. You'll see on your screen hand in. I see view work, but you'll see hand in. So you click on this. That's the actual assignment. And it tells you that you're going to review a couple websites, read through some things, watch at least 2 videos and analyze them. I'm going to very clearly warn you, do not turn in work that's similar to your friends. I will not give you credit for it. So you'll go through, you click on the document, you'll open it on your screen. Excuse me, while it opens, you'll then save it to your own computer, fill it in, save it again, and then when you're finished, you'll be able to upload it to the program. So these are some questions. You'll fill these in, and then you will submit it. And then you click Hand In, and you'll be able to hand it in. The next type of assignment that we have is a discussion board. A discussion board is made where you can communicate with your classmates, so everybody will see your posts. For this one, it asks you to watch this video, and then it says you're going to provide your own original recap. Your own original recap, and then you'll also go back and read what your classmates have to say. You cannot see what your classmates say until you make your own post. Make sure that you answer these questions right above here. What type of person the U.S. would be if they were a consumer, as well as any other questions with your original post for your 7 points. Discussion boards do not show a due date, but they are due at the same exact time. You should, if you are missing a unit for any reason or you're on vacation, please go do the discussion boards first before you leave, because once they're finished, nobody will read your responses, which is the purpose. All right, then we have another assignment, unemployment rate. You're going to watch a video, answer the 5 questions. You only have 1 chance to get them right. Again, there's a password on it. And the last one is a vocab review. It is called an assessment. About half of our midterms come from terminology. You should be doing it without your notes, but you only get, it says on here, you have 2 attempts. It's kind of an oxymoron though, because you will not be able to see what you got right and wrong on your first attempt. But if you do wish to take it again, you can. Once you have taken it 2 times, you can see the answers. You do not need to take it a second time. If it doesn't let you to see your answers, you're welcome to just take it and get a 0, because only your best score counts. There are additional videos for each unit. If you're interested, they are screencasted and spoken by one of our instructors if you like to hear discussion going on as if you would in a traditional classroom. All right, so once you finish the first half of the unit, the second half of the unit they're all very similar. So we have a learning target. This one, the notes are on correctly. You'll see insurance notes. You can either use PDF or PowerPoint. You complete the assignment. For the next one, you're going to interview someone, preferably 35 or older, that's had insurance throughout their life. Or you can complete a written essay. So if you don't want to have one-on-one chat with someone or you don't have someone to interview, you could choose the essay instead. So it's one or the other. The essay, you'll start from blank and you'll submit it online. If you have the interview, you'll download the interview paper once you click here. We're learning about auto insurance. So you're going to answer these questions. You get 1 chance to take this. So you might want to go slowly through it. And again, make sure your answers are right. If it wasn't said already, please stay away from from Google. Do not Google answers. You are bound to get things that are not right. We know that's the case. This is an example of a Nearpod. We will have multiple Nearpods. So if I was doing this, I would then click on this. You can make it big and open it in Nearpod. It will ask you to type your name. Please type your full name, not just John. I probably have multiple Johns and I won't know who John is. And if you happen to leave it, you may go back, just type it again. So I'm going to type my name, Sara Simpson. You don't need anything else. I hit join session, and some of these are pre-made from Next Gen Personal Finance. Some of them we have made, and you're going to go through the presentation. It's going to tell you what you're going to learn. These are all things that we find valuable. Let's answer a few questions. All right, you must answer these questions. We review them. This is how you earn your points. Do you have a dream car that you'd love to own or drive? If so, what would it be? What qualities? So when I was your age, I wanted a convertible or a sports car, and I wanted, all the luxury items. Now, the qualities I look for in a car will have a lot more to do with safety for my children, but you might be looking for something specific. Maybe you want to be able to tow a boat or do anything. So you have to answer the questions in the section. There's multiple open-ended questions, so I just skipped that one. You get a grade You would not get credit, full credit, if you skip them. When it brings you to articles, 4 big reasons why people are giving up cars. Read through them. That's all stuff. I hear too often that students don't learn things in the online class. That's because you don't take the time to learn them. All right, so to get out of this one, you can close the little link and it brings you back to where you're at. And then sometimes there's polls. We try and take feedback, see what people think. Make sure you answer it. To answer a poll question, you would click on one, and then you would hit next, and you would keep going. And if it asks you to do anything, make sure you go through it. You can see it automatically popped this up. Again, you can, after you read or watch the video, then you can continue from there, but it does track it. So when you're all done, and we'd go through that. Many sections have at least one. And then at the end, you have, again, your end of unit quiz. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you very much for your time.